Okay, guys, I'd like to welcome everybody to this today's presentation. We're really excited. Today we're going to show you something a little unique, a little bit different than what we usually do. So not only does this company, Easybot, checkmark all of our boxes when it comes to due diligence, they actually went above and beyond what we usually require as far as a company that we're really excited to work with, because we have 100% control of our money. And we're seeing that as a really important thing. So I'm really excited for you guys to hear more about this today. So again, what makes us even more special is we have, this is the first time our passive income community is having a guest speaker, and his name is Bren Blaze. And so not only is he a rock star presenter, in my opinion, every video he's produced that I've watched online is pure gold. He has direct access to the owners and founders of Easybot, and so he's got a wealth of knowledge that he can share with us today. So again, write down your questions as we're going through this. We'll get those answered. But Bren, we're excited to have you here today. Thank you for being here, and I'll turn it over to you, bud.
Pleasure to be here, Casey. Thanks very much for having me. And I'm excited to share with you, just to echo Casey's sentiments, some very powerful information with the disruptive project here in the cryptocurrency space. As mentioned, with me personally, I do a lot of due diligence, research, sifting and sorting through the marketplace to find reliable, sustainable projects with longevity, because my community trusts my discernment and my judgment. So I'm extremely selective. Usually it's every 3 to 5 years for every 1,000 projects that come across the table. Unfortunately, the space we're in right now, it's somewhat of a shark-infested waters, and there's a lot of people taking advantage of the anonymity of cryptocurrency and people's naivety. A lot of smoke and mirrors, come and go projects, pump and dumps and exit scams, where it looks like one thing. They pretend to be trading, pretend to be mining, pretend to be staking. But at the end of the day, as soon as the only verifiable source of revenue is new people joining, and as soon as that starts to slow down, they start to plan their exit. And one of the things I started doing was putting videos, content out there to share my thought process of evaluation to help people be more selective. But this particular project, we'll get into the backstory of how Easybot came to be here in a moment, and the big problem and deficiency that it solved in the market. So let's start off by diving into a high-level overview, and just let me know, Casey, when I share this, if you can see my screen, okay?
Yep, we look good. Thank you.
Perfect. So Easybot is positioned to reshape the future of cryptocurrency trading. Now, if you've very little experience with cryptocurrency, you've never traded before, relax, you're in the right place. We're going to discuss that. The mission is to accelerate an easy transition into cryptocurrency by providing an opportunity to everybody. So it can be quite technical sometimes to get involved in this space. However, Easybot has really sidestepped the learning curve and removed that geek requirement to allow people to get on board and get involved in this space in a profitable way and a sustainable way and a safe way. So their vision is to create that bridge to the future through technology in cryptocurrency, because there's a massive migration happening right now. The old economy is not coming back, and there's a big transition from traditional finance into decentralized finance, where there's more transparency, visibility, and traceability of every financial transaction. So Easybot is an automated cryptocurrency trading platform, a robot, an algorithm, whatever you want to call it. Whether you're a complete beginner or you're an experienced trader, this is suitable for you. Easybot puts in your control the ability to make consistent profitable returns, trade with confidence, and build that passive income. So if you don't know what you're doing, you can simply utilize the out-of-box, optimized, time-tested, and battle-tested settings that you can deploy with a couple of clicks. They're going to go to work for you around the clock, 24/7, trading for you, without you necessarily even having to know how the strategy works. Now, one of the most powerful things about this, I've tested over 12 to 15 different crypto trading bots over the last 3 to 5 years. A lot of them do well when the market's going up, but the true test is when the market is crashing and we enter a cryptocurrency winter. How does it withstand and handle that drop in the market? Most bots perform very poorly. You're left holding the same trades for an extended period of time, and that's an inefficient use of your risk capital. So let's dive into the origin story of Easybot, and the best way to do that is to show what happened last year. So in January of 2021 was the origin, the beginning of quite a significant cryptocurrency bull run. Now, a lot of cryptocurrency bots and copy trading platforms started to emerge because everybody looks like a genius when the market's going up. It's very easy to be profitable. However, what goes up must come down. At the apex of this, when everybody was in a state of euphoria and delusional optimism, the market did a correction and it fell over 50% in 15 days. A lot of people got stuck holding the same positions, the same trades for an extended period of time because of the inherent strategy that these bots were using. So the mathematical genius and the engineer behind this particular software, Easybot, was in a company that was using a bot out of Asia with anonymous ownership, with no customer support, with no ability to communicate. He found a way to get people unstuck, and he started helping people across the community, even without any financial incentive to do so. He found a way to basically, in simple terms, pull down the trades that people were in and close them out at the current market price without the market having to go back up. This was quite revolutionary. However, when he tried to convey this to the company, it fell on deaf ears. There was no one on the receiving end. This team had already built out their own customer support infrastructure, so they decided to go their own way. And 3 of the individuals that he happened to help were multimillionaires. One of them owns a plastic bottle company out of Mexico. They said, if you ever decide to create your own software, let us know and we'll finance it. That's exactly what happened. He flew to Belgium, met with the software development team, and they got to work. I met with them in September of last year. They were still involved in that Asian company. There was too many red flags for me. I couldn't pull the trigger to get involved. I need transparent ownership. I need customer support, things like that. But I told them I loved them. I had a great interaction with them, and I told them to keep me in the loop and let me know. So I signed a non-disclosure agreement and have been watching behind the scenes how this project has unfolded. And I can tell you, it's servant leadership. They follow through on what they say, and they put people before money, and are a product-driven company, and it's here for the long term. If you want something solid that you can plant your flag in. So it's been quite refreshing to watch them in action compared to a lot of what goes on in the cryptocurrency space. So if you're a complete beginner, or you're on the other side of the spectrum and you're an expert, you're in the right place, because the complete beginner, you don't have to worry about how it works or why it works. You simply follow the step-by-step guidance. In a couple of minutes, you've got the bot running. And literally, if you never touch it again, it's going to continue to work for you around the clock, putting your money to work. Because a lot of people work hard for money, but they don't have any money working hard for them. And unless you cross that threshold where you have more money working for you, you're constantly going to trade and exchange time for money, which is a valuable resource that you can't get back. On the other side of the spectrum, if you're an expert, this is ideal. It can assist your current trading strategy, and you can get in there and tinker around and modify it to your heart's content. And if you do come up with the strategy that's proven to outperform Easybot long term, your strategy will become available to the community, and there's a potential commission override for everybody that decides to use your strategy. And we already have dozens of professional traders with the wealth of experience that are coming up with some great strategies. So we literally are just at the beginning of this. Now, this may be a head scratcher for some, but Easybot only closes profitable trades ever. If any of you have tried Forex trading, you're using leverage. You're basically borrowing money from the broker to open a larger position. You can potentially blow your account, lose all your money, get a margin, what's called a margin call from a Forex broker. They'll close out all the positions and you lose your entire account. That's possible. With this, it's not. This is what's called spot trading. all you're doing is purchasing cryptocurrency. The bot, should I say, is purchasing cryptocurrency strategically at different price points. So if you think about it, it's what most people are doing anyway. When they hear that they should get into the world of cryptocurrency, they open up an exchange, they purchase some crypto and they leave it sitting there and they cross their fingers and speculate and hope it appreciates in value. Here we make money whether the market goes up, sideways, or it's crashing. So it's able to mathematically average its way out of any positions that it's in and get out in a profit, even up to 70 to 80% market crash, as I mentioned, which is quite a game changer. And it only closes out profitable trades, so it's never going to sell at a loss. So picture this, worst case scenario. God forbid it happens, but if something happened to Easybot 5-7 years from now, the company, all that's going to happen is that the bot stops trading your crypto that you have full control of, that's sitting in your own crypto exchange. You're not giving your funds to Easybot, and I'm going to give you a visual understanding of that in an upcoming slide, because it's incredibly important and it really distinguishes Easybot from a lot of what's out there. We also have automatic compounding. This is the first crypto bot that I have come across that has this feature. And compounding is so powerful that we're going to jump to one side and dive into it here to help you understand the power of compound interest, which Einstein called the eighth wonder of the world. That blue line that you see on the right-hand side there, that represents most investments, most scenarios where your capital is at work. It's a fixed amount of capital generating usually a variable or fixed return over an extended period of time. However, here, Easybot, it's not compounding monthly or daily or even weekly, it's compounding on a per trade basis. So every time a successful trade closes out, that gets added to the balance for that particular crypto coin. Now a slightly larger amount of capital is being utilized for the next trade. And that phenomena, compounding on itself over time where your money is earning you more money, is that red line of exponential compounded growth. And that's how you create wealth over an extended period of time. Now, this is not jaw-dropping Ponzi returns that you may get from a Ponzipreneur pushing something with a fixed 3% per day. This is more realistic, and 10% may be on the high side during a bull run market. If it's a crypto winter when the market's falling, when every other cryptocurrency bot is just basically making nothing, you could be making maybe 3-5% per month, but that's still 60% a year. If you make more than 15% in a hedge fund, you're on the cover of Forbes magazine. So to have something that can potentially, we can't give guarantees, but after 1 year, if someone started with 5,000, that would be 16,500. However, after 3 years, that 5,000 has turned into 182,000. So that's quite significant, and I'll let your imagination take it from there. It's quite powerful. Later on, you'll see that we're not even dependent on any one crypto exchange. You can be diversified there too. Let's do a quick recap of some of what we've covered so far. What Casey mentioned at the beginning, this project, your funds stay in your own control, your crypto trading funds. You're not sending it to Easybot. That's extremely important. It has market crash correction, the ability to withstand a market drop so that you're making profit all year round. And once you play out the law of averages, you're going to be making a decent amount throughout the year. It has auto compounding, extremely powerful. And the amount of coins that this currently supports, depending on your membership level, ranges from 10 up to 21 coins. So people think that they're diversifying by using 1,001 different tokens to trade, but the reality is the majority of crypto projects out of there are eventually going to go to their true value, which is zero, because they have no utility, they have no intrinsic value. It's basically an illusion of value, and they'll eventually perhaps be corrected in price. However, with this, these are carefully handpicked for stability in terms of the project that's behind the token. And it gives you enough diversity so that something is always making you money. So some coins may be having a flat week. Other coins will be making moves on that particular week. So if there's a fundamental event, like there's a breakthrough in Solana or ADA or Uniswap or something, a news release comes out, there's going to always be something making moves. And Easybot can only give you what the market gives you. Easybot can't force the market to move. We make money on movement. We make money on volatility. So that movement is how we capitalize and profit. So if it's completely flat, the bot can't make you anything. And that's another one of those red flags that you see on those programs, promise to pay programs, where you give them a large amount of capital up front and they drip feed it back to you over an extended period of time, usually with all types of requirements and hoops that you have to jump through to get your capital back. And there's lock-in periods and you're purchasing packages. Look, real trading doesn't expire. Real trading continues to work for you. The same investment continues to work for you. So as mentioned, this uses spot trading, and this is not social or copy trading. There's some platforms out there by self-proclaimed professionals that will tell you that they can get certain returns for you, and you mirror or you copy their trading strategy, where basically their trades gets reflected into your account. However, there's a couple of problems to this. The first one is that the whole point of using robotics, technology, artificial intelligence is to eliminate human emotional bias, to remove human emotion from trading. A robot never gets tired. It's never late for work. It doesn't go on strike or demand a pay raise. It doesn't get greedy when the market's going up, and it doesn't fall into a pit of despair when the market is falling down. All it can do is what it was programmed to do. However, with these platforms, you'll find that they compete with each other out of greed to get more people to subscribe to them. They get overly aggressive. They artificially inflate what they're actually achieving, and it all goes south eventually. So none of that here. Suggested allocated capital per coin is $600. This is mathematically calculated to withstand that 70% market crash that we mentioned. So it's possible to use less than that, but I suggest that you stick to this minimum to have the best user experience. There is also a free software version, which is quite unique, and there is a performance fee. So 20%, you get to keep 80% of your profits if you're using a paid version of the software. You get to keep 70% of your profits if you're using a free version. Now, I like to say that there's an alternative to paying a performance fee, and it's called becoming a professional trader and investing the next 3 to 5 years, staying up all night staring at candlestick charts till your eyes are ready to bleed. But if you value time and you want to purchase more time, there is a price to pay, and that is the performance fee. So you can get a lot of leverage by utilizing something like this. This was very important for me, 24/7 customer support. I didn't get into this to create another job for myself. I've done that in the past. With this, they've got live chat rooms. They have the equivalent of a Zendesk and knowledge base. They have 24/7 email support, and they have a support call Monday to Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, that people can plug into, as mentioned, community support and transparent ownership. For those of you that do want to geek out, and maybe you're a numbers person, you want to understand exactly how it works and why it works, who better to learn from than the mind behind the software? And we were just speaking to him the other night, and he plans to do a Saturday call every Saturday to reflect back on what happened in the market and show what Easybot did on particular coins like Aave or BTC or Polkadot, whatever the case may be, to help people get a real world understanding of how it works in real life market conditions. So access to that software developer, as mentioned, and getting started is extremely easy. You simply get back to the person who invited you to this presentation and you create your free account with Easybot. You then follow the step-by-step video and PDF guidance, whichever you prefer. Set up your crypto exchange, connect it, and start trading with a couple of clicks. So now is a good time to make a decision, and that decision is a pretty simple one, and that is what level of membership you would like to come in at. And we're going to do a comparison table here to help you make an informed decision. The first level is obviously free, and it's free forever if you want to get a taste for it. Advanced for $250 per year, and VIP for $9.95 per year. That's less than $3 a day. Advanced is about 68 cents per day. So this isn't a monthly auto shipment. It's not a monthly subscription. That's annual, which is very price competitive. As you can see, the performance fee, the software service fee, 30% for free, and that drops to 20% for a paid member. That's significant if you think about it. If you were trading with 10,000 in capital, you'll start to see the difference. If you were averaging, let's say, 10% a month for the year, to be a paid member, that's an additional $1,200 a year in profits. That's before we even factor in compounding. So quite significant. That more than would cover your membership cost. Number of coins to trade, 2 at the free level. Advanced is 10, and all the way up to VIP, all available coins as more coins come online. Number of exchanges is limited to 1 for free. However, you can have 2 different exchanges at the same time with advanced, and up to 5 on VIP. And that's important because you don't want to have all your eggs in one basket. 1 is a bad number in business, and that includes crypto exchanges. You want to be spread around just in case. All come with the one-click strategy, the guides and tutorials, the ability to earn as an affiliate, which is completely optional. But when you find something that works, it's hard to keep it to yourself. And there's a very lucrative peer-to-peer distribution model that we can discuss here later on. Comes with the marketing system, a mobile app, which is about to go live any day now. And what's also been rolled out right now is private one-on-one concierge support at the VIP level. So if you're watching this and you're not very technical, maybe VIP is for you, because you'll have them whenever you need them. You'll get to the front of the line with your support queries, and you can get on Zoom and they'll handhold you through the setup process. You also need to be a VIP to be eligible to qualify for the Founders Club, which we will dive into later. So this is very important, and we're going to emphasize it over and over again until you really get it, because with Easybot, your funds stay in your own control. You are not sending your money to Easybot. So in your crypto exchange is where you keep your trading capital, the funds that you are trading. You're not giving that over to Easybot. You're not depositing into an anonymous website that's here today and gone tomorrow, that's promising to be doing arbitrage, pretending to be doing arbitrage, should I say, or whatever else they claim to be doing. This is not smoke and mirrors. It's actively happening in your own exchange. You're connecting over an API, which is basically the way of talking and communicating, how the bot communicates to your exchange and tells the exchange when to buy, when to sell in the live market. Your Easybot Wallet is where you send the funds to pay for that annual software license. Plus, as a rule of thumb, roughly 3 to 5% of the capital you're trading with. Why do I say that? Well, because remember, Easybot has no ability to get its hands on the money in your crypto exchange. 100% of your trading profits are going back into your own crypto exchange when a trade closes. Therefore, you simply keep this topped up like a reserve wallet, so that when that performance fee is charged, the bot can take its little piece of the profits. And if you decide to use the affiliate side of this business by simply sharing this with a few people, you'll never have to worry about keeping that wallet topped up, because the commissions will do it for you. The commissions come into the same wallet. So hopefully that's clear. A picture paints 1,000 words. We just want to emphasize that. Some people are so used to giving away control of their money in this crypto space. Lots of people have sent the trading capital to the Easybot wallet because they're so used to doing it. But that's not the case here, my friends. So I hope that high-level overview made sense. I hope it resonated with you, and I hope you decide to lock arms with this incredible project that's here for the long term. The company is solid, real offices that you can visit in Silicon Oasis in Dubai, which is the equivalent of Silicon Valley of the Middle East. Incredible servant leaderships that are here to stay, and we'll touch on a few real world examples of some of their behaviors and some of the things they've done that'll prove to you, because walking is a lot louder than talking. So hopefully that made sense. We'll just break away for a second here, take a couple of questions, and then we can dive into the rewards plan for those of you that want to see that.
Awesome. Thank you, buddy. That's wonderful. Very good. We're really privileged to have you on here, go through that presentation with us. Your wealth of knowledge on this is really incredible, and we're excited to have you. So guys, this is the time. Do you have any questions on anything that we went through at this point to that Bren can answer as far as the trading, the bot? I mean, we've already done some setup on that. Kara, go ahead.
Hi there. I just had a quick question. Well, first of all, thank you for your time and presenting to us. It sounds like a really great option. And I'm sure our team is going to get involved with it pretty soon. So my question was, if like to start off, I was more comfortable, for example, going with like the advanced program, and then later on wanted to go to VIP, would I have to pay the $250 and then like the $995 later on? Or would there be some sort of deduction if somebody chose to do it that way? And I apologize if you mentioned this and I missed it.
I didn't know. That's a great question. So yeah, if you're advanced right now and later you decide to go VIP, you simply pay the difference between the two price points. And they're also discussing making it prorated. So for example, if you've been advanced for 6 months and now you want to upgrade to VIP, there'll be a discount there as well. You won't necessarily have to pay the full amount. And everybody as of right now, because we're in full rollout of launch, everybody's subscription is going to reset on May 1st. So they'll get a full new year of subscription starting May 1st. That's worth mentioning as well.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Great question. I'll add to that a little bit. Obviously, any commissions, and we'll be getting into commissions here in a second, you can actually use that to pay for the upgrade as well. So I just wanted to mention that, and we'll cover that here in a little bit. Scott, go ahead.
Hey, Bren, great job. Hey, so can you remind us what the benefits are? Let's say we're on the VIP package. What would be the benefits as Easybot starts rolling things out and there's 5 or 6 or 7 different exchanges that we could use? I'm assuming it's diversification, but can you kind of explain that and maybe also the benefits of having several coins that we're trading with?
Absolutely. So I think the best way to answer that would be to show you a real world example. So diversity in 2 areas, diversity in crypto exchanges and in the coins. Because first of all, with the exchanges, again, you don't want to be dependent on one of anything. I wouldn't, especially as you get into larger numbers. You know, if you're talking multiple 6 figures in trading, you don't want all that sitting in a hot wallet in a crypto exchange. You want to spread your bread around, so to speak. And on the coin side, the more coins you have trading, the more profit you're going to make, because I can even show you an example. There's some people that have, I guess, a small amount of patience where you'll see them in the group chat. They set up the bot, they were running one coin for 3 hours and they're not a millionaire yet. So they jump into another coin. They don't even give it a chance to move. And then they ask other people, what coins are you trading? Oh, well, this and this did well last week. And then just when they get in, those 2 coins decide to have a pretty flat week because it was something else that was moving them. So you can't, especially in the crypto world, you can't necessarily predict what next week is going to look like, because all the time here, each coin is a project, and each project can have innovations and breakthroughs that can increase their market capitalization or bring awareness to it, or Elon Musk tweets about it, whatever the case may be. So it's those kind of things that's going to help you profit from it too. So by being diversified across multiple coins, it's going to pay off. I'll show you an example here. You can see this. So this is going to sound strange, but when you're setting up this bot, I can't give financial advice, but I would actually me personally, I'm not trading Bitcoin or Ethereum with this bot. If you look in the last 24 hours, Bitcoin has moved 0.97%. Ethereum has moved 0.26%. If you look into the strategy of this bot, it takes its profit after the market has moved above the average price by 1.5%. So when the market's fluctuating, it's getting in and out of trades. However, it's almost like a magnifier. Let's scroll down to, keep that number in mind there, 0.26% in movement. Now let's look at some other coins that are available to trade. Solana, for example, moved 1.83%. DOT moved 4.49% in the last 24 hours. That's almost a 40-fold increase of this 0.26. It's four and a half times bigger than this. That's what I mean. These altcoins, what they're called, is where I would be diversifying. I can show you backtest results for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Backtests means that you ran the Easybot trading strategy through previous market data. For example, on Binance, all that price action and movement of the currencies, you can run the strategy through the past and see how it would have performed. And Bitcoin and Ethereum are going to perform less because they're less volatile. And I emphasize that word volatility, not volatility on the extreme end, as in pump and dump coins that move thousands of % and disappear again. These coins that you can trade with Easybot are top 50 coins. You know, we're talking billions of dollars in market capitalization. They're not going anywhere. However, when Bitcoin sneezes, the whole crypto market tends to get a cold. So they will move somewhat similarly, but there's somewhat of a magnification in the price action of these other coins that you can potentially trade. However, for example, I'm trading Matic right now, Polygon, and I'm trading DOT. So DOT is up 4.5% in the last 24 hours. However, Matic is down about 0.4%. So there is some unique movement there. And that's what I mean. If you're trading just 2 coins on a free membership, you may not be catching enough of the market to be capitalizing on it, or enough different coins. So that's why eventually, you know, get in where you fit in. Don't overextend yourself financially. But you can always start at advanced, but I would do your best to work towards VIP eventually, because there's going to be other benefits there too. Time sensitive, if you have influence or you know some people to qualify for that Founders Club, removing the technical requirement to get that one-on-one support. And there's a lot more coming, including crypto academies and everything that you will be grandfathered in. So hopefully that answered your question, Scott.
That did. And also the beauty in this, what Mohammed's done with the software, is we make money even when your coins are going down, right?
Right. I'll show you that right now, actually. Let's show an actual example. This is Aave. Aave opened a trading session on the 3rd of April. So a lot of people started running the bot at the beginning of April, just when the market fell 20 to 30% on most coins. Every other bot out there that I was using isn't making anything right now because of that drop. This trading session is still going on. Look at this, all the trades that it did. You don't have to know what this means, don't worry. This is where I was changing my API connection. Look at this. So it's opened these covers. These are about 1%. Look, this was the market fell another 1.7%, 1.8%. It was open these covers, then it sold 2 of them, then it bought it back again, then it sold it again. So as it's fluctuating up and down, it's in and out of this grid of trades. And it just opened cover 15 again. So it's in and out of it. What you see, these small amounts, it's not a lot, but it's given that to you as profit. That's 50% of the profit that you made. The other 50% of this is going towards pulling down the average price that it bought Aave at. So you see the average price that this was bought at is now 206, but it started all the way up at a price of 244. So every day it's pulling that down, the average price, by a few dollars, until it's eventually, if the market never went back up, it doesn't matter, because this bot is going to pull down this price all the way to the current market price and close out the whole sequence of trades. So it's extremely powerful. It's a very unique system. Every other bot that I'm trading Aave with, I have to sit there and hope that Aave goes back up in price to get back up to that average price that it was bought at. So very effective strategy. We have more in-depth from Mohammed himself of exactly how the strategy works if you want to geek out on that, but we can share that with you.
Great explanation there. Yeah, that's powerful. So yeah, got the team. I'll encourage everybody. We'll watch that together later. I've seen that video, but man, that's big. You understand trading, that's huge. So
there's one we did at the offices too, where he was drawing it out for a team of people on a piece of paper, and we recorded it over his shoulder. So at the offices, so that'll be a good video to share too.